a pontiff for the times, exploring the legacy of Robert Prevost. In the grand halls of the Vatican, history was made today. A man who once walked the streets of Chicago, ministered in the villages of Peru, and shaped the future of the Catholic Church, has now ascended to the highest seat of Christendom. His name is Robert Prevost, now Pope Leo XIV. But who is he? What does his leadership mean for the Church? Tonight, we embark on a journey through his life, his vision, and the legacy he is poised to create. Born Robert Francis Prevost on September 14, 1955, in Chicago, Illinois, Prevost's path to the papacy was anything but conventional. He pursued his education at Villanova University, later earning degrees from the Catholic Theological Union and the Pontifical University of St. Thomas Aquinas. His academic journey shaped his theological perspectives, blending Augustinian philosophy with a deep commitment to pastoral care. Prevost's career took him far beyond the United States. In 1985, he joined the Augustinian Order, also known as the Order of St. Augustine, OSA. It follows the teachings and spiritual philosophy of St. Augustine of Hippo, a 4th century theologian and philosopher. Their beliefs and way of life are shaped by his writings, particularly the Rule of St. Augustine, which emphasizes community, love, and the pursuit of truth. The core beliefs of the Augustinian order: community and unity. Augustinians believe in living together in harmony, following the principle of being one of mind and one heart on the way to God. They emphasize shared resources and mutual support within their religious communities. Love and charity. Inspired by Augustine's teachings, they prioritize love for God and neighbor, encouraging acts of kindness, service, and compassion. The search for truth. Augustinians value intellectual and spiritual growth, believing that faith and reason work together in the pursuit of divine truth. Evangelical counsels. They embrace poverty, chastity, and obedience, dedicating their lives to serving God and the Church. In his mission in Peru, he served as a parish pastor, seminary teacher, and diocesan official. His leadership within the Order of St. Augustine led to his appointment as Prior General, a position he held from 2001 to 2013. In 2015, he became bishop in Chiclayo, Peru, where he focused on vocational development and pastoral outreach. His rise continued when Pope Francis appointed him prefect of the dicastery for bishops in 2023, a role that placed him at the heart of Vatican governance. Achievements and controversies. Notable achievements. Prevost's tenure as prefect for bishops was marked by reforms in bishop selection, emphasizing pastoral leadership over doctrinal rigidity. His commitment to social justice and human rights made him a strong advocate for marginalized communities. Pastoral care, missionary work. Many Augustinians engage in education, social justice, and missionary outreach, working in schools, parishes, and communities worldwide. Their emblem, a flaming heart, pierced by an arrow on an open book, symbolizes love for God, the pursuit of knowledge, and the transformative power of faith. Controversies and criticisms. Despite his achievements, Prevost's leadership has not been without controversy. Some critics argue that his handling of abuse cases in Peru raised concerns about transparency. Others question whether his progressive stance aligns with traditional Catholic doctrine. Prevost's leadership has already reshaped the Church's approach to governance. His global experience, particularly in Latin America, positions him as a bridge between tradition and reform. we're going to look into his handling of abuse cases. His tenure in Peru faced scrutiny over clerical misconduct investigations. Cardinal Prevost never investigated abuse claims alleged victims say. This is coming from an article out of Peru in 2022. The prefect, Cardinal Prevost, has been publicly accused of never having opened a canonical case into alleged sexual abuse carried out by two priests in a diocese in Peru, which he led from 2014 until 2023 when he was called to Rome. He has been accused of mishandling allegations made by Ana Maria Quispe and two other women who say they were abused by Friar Gonzalez. Allegations were also made against Friar XIV. It has since emerged that the other two alleged victims are Ana Maria Quispe's younger sisters, Aura Teresa and Juana Mercedes. In a new statement, the alleged victims claim that Prevost failed in 2022 to open an investigation into the accusations of sexual abuse dating back to 2007. They say that any documentation that may have been sent to Rome was purposely designed to look inadequate so as to prevent action on the case. The allegations that Prevost engaged in covering up abuse reports are particularly significant since Prevost's current post as head of the diocese oversees complaints and investigations of episcopal negligence in abuse cases around the world. For several months, the diocese has maintained that the accusations have been handled according to canonical norms and in line with church policy. Cardinal Prevost had met with the young women in April 2022 and encouraged them to take their case to the civil authorities while opening an initial canonical investigation. The diocese further said that the results of their initial investigation were sent to the Dicastery for the Doctrine of the Faith, along with a notice that the civil investigation had been shelved for lack of evidence and because of the statute of limitations had expired. Friar Gonzalez had been asked to refrain from public ministry. Friar XIV, the diocese said, suffers from a serious degenerative disease and is not capable of responding to his accusation. The article stated that while he was Archbishop in Peru, he had been given reports of sexual abuse and covered them up or neglected to have them investigated properly. A positive and negative outlook. Pope Leo XIV, the positive outlook is this. Pope Leo XIV's extensive experience as a missionary in Peru and his role in shaping the church as prefect of the Dicastery for Bishops positioned him well to lead the Catholic Church. His commitment to social justice. Evangelical ministries, and inclusive ministries aligns with the vision of his predecessor, Pope Francis. As a leader, he's known for his ability to listen, and his focus is on the community and equality. His first words as Pope, "Peace be with you all," signals a desire for unity and dialogue within the church. World leaders, including U.S. President Donald Trump, former U.S. Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama, and the UK's Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer, have congratulated him, expressing hope for his papacy. The negative outlook. Some concerns surround Pope Leo XIV's stance on certain issues. While he supported Pope Francis's change to allow divorced Catholics to receive Holy Communion, his views on women clergy and same-sex unions are less clear, which might lead to internal church debates. Critics might also point to his cautious approach to reform, potentially slowing progress on key issues. Additionally, the church faces challenges in addressing clergy sexual abuse cases, an area where Pope Leo XIV has also faced controversy in his past. Despite these concerns, his appointment has been met with widespread recognition of his leadership skills and commitment to the church's global diversity. As the first American pope, he must balance geopolitical perception with his spiritual mission. The lasting impact. Prevost's election as Pope Leo XIV marks a historic shift the first American-born pontiff in the Church's 2,000-year history. His leadership will likely continue Francis's reform agenda, focusing on synodality and being inclusive within the Church. Future implications. His experience in bishop selection suggests a continued emphasis on pastoral leadership. His Latin American ties may shape the Church's stance on global justice issues. His Augustinian background could influence doctrinal interpretations and Church teachings. Robert Prevost's journey from Chicago to Peru, from bishop to pope, is a testament to the evolving nature of the Catholic Church. As Pope Leo XIV, he steps into a role that demands wisdom, courage, and faith. His legacy is just beginning, and the world watches as he shapes the future of Catholicism. So whether you like him or not, he's our new Pope, Pope Leo XIV. I hope you enjoyed this look at our new Pope. Have a good day, guys.